everybody, and welcome to the show. All right, so this is a special daytime edition of the show because basically I have some free time today. It's Columbus Day, and I took the day off from work, and my wife was like, "You can do anything you want," so I am. So I am building a deck because last week I don't know how many of you watched the Commander Craft, but basically I got called out. Like Aramis went full call out mode. He's like, "You always play the same decks," blah 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 blah. You know, and of course it was after I won with Omnath. But so I decided to build another deck, and it's a deck I've been wanting to build. So I already have ordered the commander I want to use as well as a support card for it. So I am going to build today an Dragon deck. So if you're unfamiliar with Dragon, he costs 9 mana. One of each color plus 4 colorless. He has Eminence, and as long as he's in the command zone or on the battlefield, other dragon spells I cast cost 1 less. Flying, and whenever one or more dragons I control attack, draw that many cards, and you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. He's a 10/10. I mean, he's a monster. Tiamat just came out in the what do you call it? Adventures of the Forgotten Realm. He's flying. He's 2 less, and it says when he enters the battlefield, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that have different names, reveal them, put them into your hand, and shuffle. So I thought about making that the commander, but you know what? For 2 extra mana to be able to go to town, it just made sense to me. So that's the deck I'm going to build now. I need help. I am not a fantastic builder. I'm not. I do a lot of net decking when I have to. As well as, oh my gosh, my mic's just not helping me today. So I could definitely use a little bit of support as far as what to include, what not to include. I've kind of gone through most of my card base and pulled things I think fit. Because, obviously there's a lot of dragon cards. I did go through the AFR deck that was 4 dragons, and I've pulled some of those cards out that I think we're going to need. But as you guys can see here, I've got a craptastic ton of cards. So my thinking is we're going to want to keep it around, around maybe 27, 28 creatures that are dragons. And then maybe 5 or 6 support that are non. And then instants, sorceries, enchantments, etc. Now, my thinking is I need to ramp. This is going to be a 5-color deck, obviously. But I don't want to have 5 primary colors. I really do just want to splash in for a few things because I'm sorry, my mic is just not cooperating today. Hold on a second. There we go. That should help. No, that did not help at all. Let's see here. Wow, that's actually making it worse. Uh-oh. I might have to take a minute here to reposition my microphone. You idiot. All right. Okay, yep. My mic's going to fall down. So I'm going to take a minute here. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I really should make a screen here, but what I will do is really quickly Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2 3. Check, check. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was awful. And this, I can't wait till I get my real office. Right now, as most of you know, I'm sitting in my son's bedroom while he's at college. So, as I was saying, you gotta be shitting me. One moment, please. apparently you can hear me. Yay! All right, let's get this set back up. Oh, shit. Not the other way. Okay, I think that'll work for right now. And of course, it's going to be a bastard. All right. Okay, sorry about that, folks. All right. I doubt I have anybody still watching, but oh, the things you have to do here. So I got to reconfigure the camera and stuff, but basically just had to redo my entire setup in, oh, I don't know, 5-10 minutes here, whatever it took me. All right. Let's see here. Let's get that in position. Okay. And then we all right. There we go. Okay, that's about as good as we're gonna make it. Okay, so again, I apologize for, and I turned the gain up when I thought I had to move the mic. Very sorry for that, folks. We're usually a lot more professional. That's what I get for just trying to do something on the fly. So I'm going to build a dragon deck today. Dragon's going to be the commander. So, like I said, I'm looking at probably, I want to look at like 27, 28 dragons. All right. Throw 5 creatures that are kind of support, 5 to 6. Lower the mana curve. No kidding. Instance, I'm thinking 4 to 5 or 6. And good 12 to 10 sorceries, good 10, 12 artifacts, and enchantments. Now, obviously, mana fixing is going to be a problem. Ramp is going to be necessary. You can't lower the curve so much as you can. Lowering the curves may not necessarily be as much of an option as just getting more lands out per turn, as ramping as fast as possible. So with that, let's start this off, I think, with what we need the most of. It's going to be a dragon deck. So let's take a look at here. Let's pull the instance.
I don't know that one.
Alexa, hang up. All right. So I'm going to pull all the enchantments, sorceries, instants, and artifacts out right now. Because we don't know how much we have to ramp until we can see our curve. So, I mean, our commander is already. I mean, he's the win. Okay, the commander. Your commander's your win con in this deck. I mean, if you play your commander, you should win almost automatically. So, I mean, I'm not going to worry about that. So what I did, some of these have sleeves on them. That's because I pulled them actually from the green and red. I pulled them from the pre-constructed Planeswalker, pre-constructed commander deck for AFR. So that's why we've got some stuff in here. So I got a 4-drop, 4, 6, 5, 5, 7. And I'm going to split by, I think I'm going to start off by splitting by how much everything costs and then deciding what we want in each of those slots. Again, mana ramp is going to be the hugest thing right now. It has to be, so I don't know why Kindred Summons is there. It should be with the instance. Cloth. Oh yeah, he's in. So, I mean, already I could see we're looking at, an incredible array of 5s and 6s. Oh, Demanding Dragons. I got 2 of them. Yay, 1 goes away. Apex of Power. Just put that up there for 10. 7. 3. 5, but he's almost an auto include. 7. 7. Rapacious Dragon. I should probably be announcing these. Moonveil Champion or Moonveil Regent. Smothering Egg. I do consider that a dragon. And then I have the color dragons from AFR. So I have, the white dragon for 7 or 6. The black dragon for 7. The blue dragon for 7. Dragonlith for 4. Inferno or the Star Mounts for 6. That's almost an auto include. Varix Bladewing, because I just love that fucking card, and he's a nice low cost in this deck. Green Dragon for 6. Black Dragon for 7. Glorybringer for 5. Old favorite. I really want to try to slot him in just because I think he's fun. Volcanic Dragon for 6. Thunderbreak Regent for 4. Atarka World Render for 5. Do I have 2 of those? Okay, I have 2 of those, so he can go over there as well. Okay. The Scion of Draco for 12. That'll just go right on the top. Valakis Lorehold for 7. Goldspan Dragon, almost an auto-include for 5. Galazeth Prismari for 4. Purifying Dragon. Do I already have him in here? No. For 5. Beladros Witherbloom for 7. Niv Mizzet for 6. Vivictus and Mazdi, the Dire. So another Elder Dragon for 6. The Red Dragon for 6. And the Dragon Turtle, just for flavor, for 3. All right. So obviously we can't include all of these. That much is going without saying. And I don't think we can afford, because of curve. Well, let's do this too. All right. Our non-dragon creatures are Dragon Specimen, Beast Whisperer, Augur of Autumn, Dragon's Disciple, Uro, Simulacrum, and Dockside Extortionist. Again, why do we want the Dockside Extortionist? Treasure tokens. I don't think we can afford to get rid of any. I mean, let's see. Dragon Lord's Servant, which he should be up there actually, so because he makes dragon spells cost less. So we only have 4 creature spells right now under 3. Nothing at 1 drop. The 2 drop is the Smoldering Egg. Dragon Turtle, which is Flash. And when he enters the battlefield, tap it and up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. They don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. So you can flash. I could flash him in at the end step and he's still tapped. He taps things down. He's a 2 blue. This is a flavor drop. I may have to get rid of it. I don't know that I'm going to have enough blue mana. But again, I'm really skeptical of getting rid of anything less than 4 right now. You aren't going to fill the graveyard enough to fuel him. No Euro. Any dragon without immediate ETB are likely cuttable. Oh, look, 5-color nonsense. I'm so surprised you would go that route. Thank you, Aramis. Yes, thank you, Aramis. By the way, you can hop into the voice chat if you feel like you want to be a part of things. Fuck you. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, 5-color nonsense. But 5-color that takes an hour and a half to get my commander out. All right. He challenged me to make a new deck. So I made a new deck. Here's the thing about Euro. JVA. It's not so much his bringing him back in, okay? It's not so much his escape. But he's letting me get 1 card further in my deck if I get him out early. And he's letting me put a second land down. Now, late game, I should have enough in my graveyard to make it worthwhile. And again, card draw. which, I mean, because I'm going to sit mainly, as you can tell here, it's mainly teamer. There may be a few drops here and there. Maybe try mono or two color once in a while. Aramis, my co-host. By the way, don't forget tuning in tonight at 8 p.m. for Planestalkers. Um, so, I mean, I think I need him. I need the ramp. It's kind of like why Simulacrum's in there. It's just about ramp. Because I'm gonna have mana issues later if I don't. Now, I mean, I'm obviously looking at my land base. I've got plenty of land base to kind of help with this. Obviously, I'm gonna throw in the Gruul Turfs and Game Trail. I'm gonna throw in, a few fetches, and I'm thinking about the shock lands. I don't think I want to throw all 10 shocks in because I don't think, because I'm playing a dragon deck and people are going to see Dragon. To tell you the truth, I don't think I could take the hit as far as hitting myself. So I've got to kind of think about that. I may just keep myself to the teamer colors as far as shock goes because you want all the shocks. You don't have to shock them in. That's true. I would cut Volcanic Dragon. It's pretty pricey for a dragon that has little more than haste. And Euro is a bad growth spiral. Yeah. Well, I don't disagree with that. So, I mean, I think I like Gadrak as well. He can't attack unless you control full or more artifacts. That's the problem. Now, my artifact pile, which I haven't gone through yet, but I am planning to put about 8 or 9 artifacts in this deck, including some of the signets, obviously, Icon Ancestry, Vanquisher's Banner, that sort of thing. Things that are going to help it kind of make it worthwhile. I'm still debating on Mortal Sun. I will put a Mortal Sun in if I decide not to include Planeswalkers. I haven't decided that. Especially with no original duels. Otherwise, there's no point to playing fetches. You're not wrong, Aramis. So, okay, I guess I'm playing all 10 shocks. I agree with that. So, Cinderglade, Canopy Vista as well. Yeah, that's automatic. But I think I'm going to keep these 4 for sure right now. And Turtle may go later. I may remove him for, as far as non-creatures early game, ramp-wise, Dragonlord Serpent, he's a nice blocker, and he gets dragons out cheaper. I think that's an auto-include. Dockside is going to give me, it's going to give me some value. I mean, the odds of him coming out early game are not great, but the odds of him coming out mid to late game are far better. And then Dragon's Disciple. He enters with a 1/1, and he gives Dragon's Ward. Iffy. Yeah, I think, yeah. Dragon Turtle is meh. I totally agree with that, Aramis. It's almost just like, but it's a blue turtle dragon. Like, you just want to have fun with that. Do I have ways of bouncing Dockside? I can put some in here. I've thought about that. I've got some acrobatic maneuvers and things I could probably try to slot in. But at the very least, everything's about trying to get to Dragon, which is 9 mana, 1 of each color. So I've got to get creative, as far as that goes. Even if I get 1 hit off of him, it's worth it. Augur of Autumn, I like the idea of playing lands from the top of my library. I think she's an auto-include even though she's a dual green. That's going to be the problem, is that if I don't want to go 5 full colors, a dual green's kind of tough for me, but if you go ETB route, maybe toss in a Thassa and a Conjurer's Claw. Ooh, Thassa's not a bad idea. I got to find her. I got her somewhere. She's somewhere. I can find her. I think the Dragon Speaker Shaman again, 2 less dragon spells. I think that's an auto. We'll come back to those 2 nons. Beast Whisperer and Solemn Simulacrum. I think I need both. I think I need at least a Solemn. Again, with the Beast Whisperer, I'm coming down to the 2 flowers. Again, I'm staying pretty teamer. So yeah, I'm staying green. I guess I could keep that. I think I might put these both in. Let's keep Uro off to the side for a maybe. Let's keep Dragon's Disciple off to the side. I like the idea of Ward. I'm just not sure. Yeah. So let's see, what is that? I wouldn't weaken the deck for just dockside flicker, but agree with Aramis that you go ETB tribal and some flicker cards could be worth the slots. That's not bad. All right, let's get to 4-drops. Well, let's see what I've got so far. Like I said, I kind of want to talk about, between dragon and non-dragon, we're talking about 32 probably creature cards. And I'm sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, with one being iffy. So 22 out of the rest of these, and we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 5s, 6s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 6-drops, and then 7-drops are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or 12. I think I saw 2 black dragons. So 12. Yeah, 2 black dragons. 1 gone. Bye. So obviously we can't go too crazy. I'm not sure about the AFR uncommons. They're really going to have to give me something for those. I should just put those off to the side. As much as the black dragon just looks really fucking cool, because I got the border. I got the borderless. So I'm not sure about the AFR color dragons. Let me just pull those right off right now. Those are like, let's slot those in. I hate saying Shivan Dragon, but god damn it. He's not that powerful anymore, but I remember the day he was. All right. So looking at this, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I go top down or should I go bottom up? Like, as far as, drops go. I mean, like, if I went top down, Beladros Witherbloom, he's, at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 black-green pest creature token with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Pay 10 light, untap all lands you control. I think he's an auto include. It's using my life total, but it's also every upkeep. So every upkeep, I'm getting 3 creatures out. I kind of think I think I got to keep him.
Amber alert.
Oh.
Great.
Hey, JVA. All right.
Is it okay if I have the voice?
Oh, yeah, that's why I hopped in. That's why I put the voice on Discord, so. Blade Wing, of course I have Blade Wing. He's what, a 5-drop? Where is he? 5 or 6? Or is he a 4? Oh, I've got Varric's Blade Wing. I don't have Blade Wing the Risen. So, oh no, Aramis, I don't have everything I need. I'm building from what I've got. So Velomachus Warhold. I don't know that I'm going to have enough instants and sorceries to make that worthwhile. I'm only talking 4 instants and 12 sorceries. But out of 16 out of 100 going 7 deep. I don't know. Let's put them off to the side for now. Dracoseth. What do you think there, Jake? I mean, what are you thinking so far?
What does Dracoseth do?
Cloth is an automatic. I mean, there's no not including cloth. Flying haste, and whenever he attacks, add X mana in any combination of colors, where X is the total power of attacking creatures. Spend this mana only to cast spells. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end.
That sounds pretty dope. Like, any kind of incredible ramp like that is something we should definitely prioritize. Because
Atarka gives everything double strike. So
yep,
those are
my first deck was the Ur Dragon that I bought and then juiced up over time.
Yeah,
so like Ur Dragon just wins if you can back it up with if you can get 3 dragons down and then cast it.
Yeah, Dracoseth is cool. I mean, Dracoseth is just freaking dope. Where is he? Did I put him? Yeah. Dracoseth is when he attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target, 3 damage to each of up to 2 other targets.
Yeah, but he's 7, isn't he?
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's iffy. I think I've got, what did I just pull? So I pulled 1, 2, 3 7-drops already. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do 6s and see what's an auto include out of here. So I've got Vivictus, Nivi, Volcanic, which he seems awfully high just for haste. Inferno,
how much is he?
Yeah, no, Volcanic Dragon is 2 red, 4 colorless, flying and haste. 4/4. So he's a 6 for yeah. I think he's out. So
There's just so much better to be
yeah,
doing.
exactly.
If you have them.
Yeah. I have Vivictus as Mahdi the Dire. I like him a lot. Whenever he attacks, each player choose target permanent that player controls. Those players sacrifice those permanents. Each player who sacrifices a permanent this way reveals the top card of their library, then puts it onto the battlefield if it's a permanent card.
Whew, that's dope.
And he's 6/6.
That's the kind of card that's like the value you really want to be hunting down, because you're going to be getting hammered so much in the game, because everyone's removal is going to hit. Like, it's just such a good rate against dragons.
Yeah. So,
but dragons like that, where if they stick, it's like, ooh wee.
So I'm then looking at Volcanic. I had 2 of them. Nah, fuck you. All right, so I've got 3 left. There's a part of me that wants to put Shivan in just for how do you have a dragon deck without a Shivan dragon? I know that it's no longer.
Oh, it's easy. You just run a good dragon deck.
Fuck off. See, this is the difference between. Yeah, I already have Crux of Fate, Levy. I haven't done any of the instants and sorceries yet, but yeah, Crux of Fate's an auto include. Lathliss Dragon Queen. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under my control, I get to create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. And by the way, I could pump all my dragons, 1 and a colorless. So it's Shivan Dragon, but also creates other things. So I think Shivan's out.
Yeah.
I think Lathliss has to be in.
Compared to that, absolutely.
Yeah. Niv Mizzet. Tough to call. Is
it cool. the Wooburg one?
No, it's the Perun one. I didn't put the Wooburg in here. I could. I do have that too, but
I think Wooburg would be better because it's going to draw you a lot.
Well, here's the thing: it's not going to draw me that much because to be quite honest, if I'm sticking to Teamer, I'm only like multicolor combinations. We're only talking red, green, red, blue, maybe 3, maybe 4. I mean, there'll be other combinations. I'm going to splash, obviously, but I mean, it lets me pull Tiamat out, so I don't know. I'm kind of not sold on that. Niv will be really hard to cast, in my opinion, even in Teamer. Yeah, the problem with Niv Mizzet Perun is 3 red, 3 blue. However, I mean, if spoiler alert for later, I am looking at a ton of mana fixing as far as through my artifacts. I mean, I'm looking at, obviously, I'm going to throw in both. Where the hell is it? Shit. The 7-drop, Chromatic Arrowy, and a Chromatic Lantern.
Slightly disagree with Chromatic Arrowy.
Yeah. Really? What do you think? Why? Tell me.
So think about what you want to be doing on turn 7.
Yeah.
Ideally, if you turn 7, you don't want to be ramping. You want to be well fixed by then. If you get to turn 7 and you're not mana fixed, the game is probably lost.
True. But if
it is a wonderful fixing card.
But what if Chromatic Arrowy comes out turn 5? What if I can ramp into it? I mean, granted,
if you're spending 7 mana on turn 5,
right? But if it's going to fix all of my mana on the other, if it's going to make it so I can tap in, it's an iffy thought. I will definitely.
It is a very powerful card.
Yeah. But I'll definitely want Chromatic Lantern. That's an auto include.
Yeah.
So
I think Orrery is a little overcosted for what it gives. But it is a very powerful card. There is no denying that.
Right. Yeah, it's a win more if the game goes late.
Can be.
Yeah. I don't know. It's an iffy thing we'll talk about, but I don't know.
Sure, for sure.
Perun, I'm looking at playing probably 15 to 16 sorcery and instants, but however, he still does card draw on everybody else's turn. I think, do you just try to slot him in? I mean, I'm playing a lot of the triple blue is the problem.
Mizzet Perun is one of those things that I would be hesitant to include because people are so attuned to seeing the Curiosity combo.
Yeah, true.
And so you're going to draw a lot more hate than I think it warrants because it just wins games so easily. Right. People are going to really prioritize that for removal.
Now, Inferno...
Unless you want to run the Curiosity combo, because it's really good.
Inferno of the Star Mounts. I think I like this card. It's a 2 red, 4 colorless. It can't be countered, which is a plus. So it's a 6/6. If I'm spending 6, it's coming on the battlefield. Has flying and haste, so it's swinging in for 6 no matter what. And it's pumpable in that it gets +1/+0. And when its power becomes 20 that way, it deals 20 damage to any target as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I like the
How do you
flavor.
pump it? Is it with mana?
Just 1 red mana.
Yeah, fire breathing.
Yeah, basically. I think that's an
I
auto
mean, I
include
think
for
a 6.
6.
I think a 6-mana, yeah, 6-mana 6/6 that can't be countered and punches for 6 first turn. That's worth running.
Yeah. And then my last 2 are Savage Ventmaw and Horde Smelter Dragon. I think both are autos. Horde
Yeah,
Smelter is
Ventmaw is one that adds 6 mana, isn't it?
yeah, and Horde is going to let me destroy a target artifact for 4.
Yep,
And then
that's
gets
pretty
plus
good.
X for the mana cost. So where I'm sitting right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 creatures total. So let's look at the 4 drops just for kicks. Varric's Bladewing. Coming in, if I pay 7, I get a second, but I don't know if this is worth it or not.
What does it do?
If I kick it for 3, so it comes in for 4, but if I kick it for 3, it'll also create another 4/4 red dragon with flying. I don't know that that's worth it because I have 1,000 ways to bring other dragons in. I don't know.
I think that kind of card advantage is really good to run. Right. I used to run the Broodmate, whatever, that was a 4/4 that made a 4/4 when ATB'd.
Yeah.
And the flexibility of playing it early or saving it till late can be really strong. Well, so definitely a possibility.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else I've got here. So an Ebon Death Dragolith, I think, is an automatic. It has flash, 2 black and 2 colorless. This is what I mean by splashing a little. He enters the battlefield tapped, but I cast him from my I can cast him from my graveyard if a creature not named Even Death Dracolich died this turn, and I can cast him for flash.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good card.
Galazeth Prismari is going to let me get another treasure token, and it also makes all of my artifacts treasure tokens, and they don't sacrifice. So yeah, let's take that.
Only for instant sorceries.
Right. Oh yeah. It's a trust.
Yeah, so I mean, it's good. It can be very good, but it isn't the cleanest ramp. But having that, sometimes that treasure token's all you need to get that last little hurdle.
Yeah. Well, Thunderbreak Regent, it basically deals 3 damage if a dragon gets targeted by something. 4/4 for 4.
Those are really good.
Yeah,
that's a good bargaining chip.
Skyship Stalker is probably not. Moonveil Regent. It's an interesting idea in that it lets me hand fix later on. It saw a lot of play in Worlds this weekend. And when it dies,
I never saw it come down.
Yeah, it came down quite a few times. When it dies,
I just mean that I'm sorry, I don't know what it does.
All right, so it's flying for 4, red and 3 colorless. Whenever you cast a spell, you can discard your hand. If you do, draw a card for each of that spell's colors.
Ooh, nice.
And when Moonveil Regent dies, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. I think a 5-color deck, that's almost... You gotta have it.
Well, but you just said a bit ago that you're not going to have very high numbers of multicolored pairs.
No, however, Ur-Dragon is 5-color. Tiamat's 5-color.
Yeah, but he'll never... But Ur-Dragon will never be in your hand. Oh, you cast him.
It's on the battlefield.
So you cast him, draw 5. Yeah.
It's among permanents you control. I think,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Region is
yeah,
good.
Maybe.
Region is good for a deck that has a lot of cheap spells or multicolor tribal. You might be right, Aramis. All right, let's put that up there. That's a think about. Dragonborn Champion. Whenever a source you control deals 5 or more damage, draw a card. I think that's an auto. Because dragons are going to deal 5.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunistic. It gains control of a human or artifact.
What's the cost on that one?
It's a 4. I'm looking at these are all 4 drops.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Being able to snipe someone's Soul Ring is a pretty good way to.
Yeah, you can't use it,
especially on turn 4.
You gain control of the permanent, it loses all abilities, and it cannot attack or block. So basically, it's just it's exile. They didn't want to say exile on a red card.
Yeah. Yep, that's what that says.
When it enters the battlefield, so it's not even. It's an ETB. It's not a hit. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out. No, I think that's a definite no. Vengeful Ancestor enters the battlefield. Goad target creature. Or attacks. Oh, shit. Yeah, I like goading. And we'll put Galliseth in because I just need the 4-drop because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop. 5 4-drops. So 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 24 right now. Wait, I thought I put Dracuseth in here. Yeah, okay, yeah, Dracuseth is in there. All right. And I'll put Terra the Mount Valus. I think that's it for 7-drops, though.
Yeah, I think the key to look at on any of your dragons is they're so fragile that if they don't do something as soon as they enter the battlefield, they're not worth the cut.
As far as 5-drops go, I mean, obviously Goldspan, Glorybringer, and Terror of the Peaks are autos. Like, those are just shoots.
Mm-hmm.
I like Glorybringer.
Terror's close.
I like Glorybringer just because it can. Yeah, if I have to exert it, but it can kind of hit something for 4. But that just might be my just genuine love of that card more than anything.
Sure.
Putrefying Dragon. 1 damage to target creature. If that creature is a zombie, deals 2 damage instead. It's a 4/3 for 5. Nah.
Nope.
Spark Tongue Dragon. Enters the battlefield. I can pay 3 extra. When I do, it deals 3 damage to any target. It's a 3/3 for 5. Nope. No. Skargan Hellkite Riot. That kind of can make it a 5/5 for 5 or haste for 4. And it does 2 damage among 1 or 2 targets. Activate this ability only if it has a 1/1 counter on it. Iffy.
If you're struggling for 5 drops.
Yeah. Scourge of Valkis. Whenever it or another dragon enters the battlefield and you control it, deals X damage to any target where X is the number of dragons you control. So it's a 5-drop for 4/4. And yeah, I think that's a good one.
That's a really good setup card.
Yeah, exactly. When Demanding Dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless that opponent sacrifices a creature. Interesting. For 5. Good. It's a 5/5 for 5. I think I'll do that because I don't.
Rate's not terrible.
No. And Rapacious Dragon will create me 2 treasures. So, all right. Let's see.
I don't know if I heard you say it. I remember once upon a time there was a white dragon that it basically had the text: whenever an opponent destroys one of your permanents, you get to destroy one of their permanents.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. 32.
Oh, okay. It was in the Dragon Precon once upon a time, and it's just a really good. That's a good bartering chip where it's like, if you want to destroy anything of mine, I get to destroy something of yours. So, who's going to walk up first?
Yeah, I don't think any of the monocolored dragons are going to do me. Okay, so I think I've got 32 cards here, 32 creature cards.
That's a good number.
Yeah, I wanted. What did I think? I had it written down. I think I wanted like 28 plus so 33. So maybe one more. So out of what I got left, Verilmagus Lorehold. Oh wait, Sign of Draco. Oh, that's right. Demand
not worth running,
2 less to cast for each basic land types you control. Each creature you control has vigilance if it's white, hexproof if it's blue. First strike if it's red. Yeah, for 12, and it costs 2 less for each basic land type.
Mm-hmm.
So 12, it goes down to 7.
What's his stats?
Yeah, it's a 4/4 for nope.
No.
Apex is a sorcery. All right, so if I'm going to choose 4 more. Hi, Tender. How the hell did you get out? If I'm going to choose 1 more out of these 5, Verilmagus, Varix, or 6, Moonveil Regent, Dragon's Disciple, or Uro. Oh, Aramis thinks I should put Sign of Draco in.
The keywords are good. He doesn't get any of them himself, but the keywords, I mean...
Well, no, he's right. It costs 2 if I have 1 of every type.
Are you going to be running a bunch of non-typed dual lands, like Scry lands and whatnot?
Well, it's basic lands. That's the problem. I'm not going to be running...
Well, I know, but think about it. A Scry land is no land types.
Right. But this is asking about basic land types. That's the problem, Aramis. I don't think I'm running 5. I think I might be running 1 of each basic. That's it. And blue, yellow.
Your shocklands will count.
No, they don't. It says basic. This spell
I
costs
know,
2
but
less.
a shockland.
Oh.
But a shockland is a forest and a swamp.
Right, but it doesn't. It's not a base. Does that count?
Yeah, it's a basic type.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
like if you had triomes that you could fetch out, a triome would be 3 basic types.
Which I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna put at least 1 or 2 triomes in here.
Okay.
Get out of here. Go. You're not supposed to be here. The cat came in here. One moment, please. He's about to destroy everything I've ever done in my life. Okay, come here, Mr. Cat. Come here, Mr. Cat. Who let you out? Honey, did you let the cat out? Oh, I love Mr. Cat. Gotta love Mr. Cat. All right, you know what? Then I'm gonna go with Scion of Draco. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's a good. That might be a good include if you're gonna be running triomes, especially. A turn 1 triome making that cost 6 less.
Yeah. So there's my creatures. So let's take a look at my curve. 12, 5, 5. 5, 5.
We're gonna fix that by adding in every 1 and 2 mana ramp spell.
Oh, well, we're gonna look for them. Yes, I don't know if I have them pulled. I've got only certain things I managed to pull out. So 4, 6, 6, 6, 7, 5, 7, 7, 7, and then 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Now, Dragon Turtle. I'm thinking very seriously about removing Dragon Turtle and putting. I think I'm almost better off with Earl.
What's Dragon Turtle?
He flashes in. When he enters the battlefield, tap it and up to 1 other target creature you control. They don't untap during the next untap step. So he comes, but he has flash. But he's a 3/5, and he comes in and taps something down that doesn't untap. It's basically, yeah, I'm Earling it. Fuck it.
I mean, I don't think Uro is necessarily great for this deck, but it's definitely better than that.
I'd rather have the ramp. Yeah, they still untap their Kai first. So, all right. So there's that. So I'm looking at 3 2-drops, 3 3-drops, and then it goes to, off the rails. So, yeah, ramping for days is going to be necessary. I have a few 1 2 black drop. So, but the rest are pretty much, I'm not really dropping too much in the other colors. There'll be some white in the enchantments, obviously, because I think Smothering Tithe is an auto.
Oh yeah. If you got it. Oh yeah.
Oh, I've got it. So, all right, let's see here. Let's do artifacts first because I have it on top. So, well, actually, I probably should do sorceries and instants so we see ramping time. So, all right, so sorceries. I thought about putting Dragon's Approach in here and just like going to town and like using that instead of ramping, but I don't have enough of them. So
yeah, buy 20 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Be that your alternate win con. You have 3 visits and Nature's Lore and Rampant Growth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like 3 visits and Nature's Lore are going to be incredibly dope since you have triomes.
I don't believe I have 3 visits. So, are they in one of the precons?
3 visits was in command. 3 visits was in Commander's whatever, the Commander pack set.
Oh, okay.
Because it was the first reprint in like 30 years, and it took the card from $100 to 20 cents.
All right. So, kind of what I was thinking here, as far as that goes, is that okay? So obviously for ramp spell, I've got Farseek somewhere.
Yep.
I gotta find
Farseek's worth grabbing.
Gotta find it. Hold on here. Where are my sorceries? Shit. Oh, you're not coming in here, buddy. Sorry. That's not how this works. Oh, Farseek. There we go. Pull it out of there. All right. I knew I needed Farseek. So I've got Kadama's Reach, I think. I've got...
Keep in mind, Kodama's Reach, Rampant Growth, and Cultivate gets significantly worse when you're only running one of each basic.
Right.
It's very easy
I'll be
to
running
search
more,
yourself out of basics.
I'll be running more basics as far as red and blue and green.
I see.
Though.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah. All right. So Faithless Looting, I think I have to play that. I thought about Thud. I thought about Thud just as a fuck you, I'm on my way out, I'm gonna hurt somebody. But that's just
what are you running Faithless Looting for?
Card draw, fixing.
I mean, I don't think Faithless Looting fixes your draws any better than something like Ponder, Preordain, Brainstorm, Portent.
Well, I've got Brainstorm.
And those, but I'm saying those do not go down on cards, whereas that goes down on cards until you cast it the second time.
I think I should do. I don't know. Explore seems like a auto. All right, Nylea's Intervention. Yep. I don't think I'm going to do. All right.
Yeah, that card can be powerful, but I don't know. That's a solid maybe because that is a very good fixer.
Well, it's playing a second land. It's an early game. Late game, it's just a card draw.
True.
I'm
talking about the one that the X spell that gets a bunch of lands. No, I think Explore's great. Yeah, Explore's great. That's Explorer and the Ghost Spiral are great for you.
Yeah. All right. Tectonic Rift I thought about doing just because, it kind of shuts down Reach. And I think Draconic Intervention is also a pretty good card. Crippling Fear I thought of, but I don't think I like it as much as I did. Crux of Fate is auto. That's gonna happen.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I've got to get I've got a Tutors. I got Grim Tutor. I can't find my Vampiric Tutor, which sucks. I may have to buy another one.
I would run Vampiric. I don't know if I would run Grim. Because there's so many better things to do on turn 3 and 4 and 5. That's what you got to think about those kinds of those expensive tutors is you're taking off your turn 3 or turn 4 to do it. And is that what you want to be doing?
True.
Because they do have
if I'm struggling, if I'm having a problem, then having that tutor available.
So this is a question of, is its floor high enough? Is the floor too low to warrant the high ceiling? Because the low floor is a card you never cast because you never have time. And the high floor or the high ceiling is either it gets you out of a pinch or, it's the top deck on turn 10 and it just wins the game.
Well, if I can't find Vampiric Tutor, which I'm having a hard time, I'm not sure which deck I put
That's a good card. Yeah, that's an auto include.
Yeah, but I can't find it. So if I can't find it, I'm going to put Grim in because, got to have something.
That's fair.
Let's see. And Steve, that's why I'm in the Discord, buddy.
Do you have Evolutionary Leap? I believe it allows you to discard a creature to flip until you get a creature.
I don't.
Gotcha. No worries then.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much, Steve. I'm just building because Aramis decided to say that I can't build things. So.
Are you here to tell me how dumb I am for giving deck building critique?
No, that's why it's here.
Fine, man.
This is all content. Content. It's the name of the game, boys.
I know, that's why it would be great content if he got on and started telling me how dumb I am. What do you mean Grim Tutor's not a good card? That card's amazing no matter when you play it.
It's okay. I like Grim Tutor, which running like 20 tutors and just you have like a single win con.
That's where I would include something like Grim Tutor, because it is by far the worst good tutor. But if it just wins the game, then it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have. Yeah, I can't find my Vampiric. It's got to be sitting in a deck. So.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, more people.
No, that was my fiance talking to me. She's getting me some pie.
Wonderful.
Is that what they call it these days? You kids,
Yeah, right.
You kids and your pie.
How many what's your spread? What are you going for? You going for Ur-Dragon? What's your win condition?
Get your points down to 0.
So big dragon. So you're gonna need recursion. How much revival you got?
I don't have a lot. That's just it. I'm honestly, this is not going to be tuned by any stretch of any imagination. I'm not net decking. I'm just like grabbing cards I have and seeing what I can throw together. So, because I get yelled at for that exact reason. Yelled at.
We've been heavily prioritizing significant like ETBs, immediate value cards that make extra cards, because it's so easy.
I yell at you instead.
No, dear God, don't yell at me. Oh.
Please let me yell at you, but that's fun.
No, I would cry.
You're so doomed to go down on mana every creature you play when it gets killed. So like all of our creatures so far do some kind of extra because they have to.
Hold on, I'm trying to find.
I just picked up a Mana Vault at Comic-Con yesterday.
I was so jealous about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
What are Mana Vaults right now? I think I got mine for like.
I got mine. I was able to talk the guy down because this one's got some corner damage.
Oh.
So yeah, he was selling them for 6 originally, but I talked him down to 45.
Oh shit. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah.
Nice price.
Yeah. And he gave me incorrect change back, so I actually ended up only paying 40 for it.
Oh, dude, that's not right.
I gave him the 5.
Sure you did. You know what? You wouldn't make that joke if you did. No. You didn't.
Well, I went back and I used that $5 to buy a pack of cards.
Oh, see, so you didn't give it back. You went back.
He got the money back.
Wow. Kids, don't listen to your Uncle Steve.
I also got a 100-sided dice that weighs like 2 pounds.
So it will actually sit flat.
It weighs enough
to pull itself to the earth.
Yeah, it weighs more than enough to pull itself to the earth. This thing is, dude, you can kill someone with this thing. It's so fucking heavy.
All right. So yeah, I'm including Nature's Lore as well. That was
wonderful card.
As you should.
Oh, is that Aramis?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It is.
Now we've got.
Hey, Aramis.
I only have a little while, but I figured I'd hop in.
So, here's my thinking as well. Now, these last 4 sorceries I've got out here. Genesis Ultimatum, I kind of like the idea for 7 to bring out bomb bad stupid stuff.
No.
Wait, what is it? What is it you're talking about?
Genesis Ultimatum.
Oh, have fun with that card. Fuck it.
That card's a fun card. It's not a good card. It's a fun card, not a good card.
Apex of Power. I'm kind of liking that.
Sky Shroud Claim. That's a good one.
Yeah. What's that?
Sky Shroud Claim is one you should probably be looking to find.
I don't know that.
Yeah, 5-drop Sky Shroud. That's
search for 2 forest cards from Nemesis.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. I'd have to get it.
I think it was reprinted in Battle Bond though.
You look at it's looking like $2.99. It's looking like $2.99.
Yeah, that's one of those. Like, that's the only 4-mana ramp spell I would run in this deck.
Yeah,
it's good.
I might get that then.
You got your 3 wishes in there already?
I don't have a 3 wishes at all.
How do you not have a 3 wishes?
I don't know.
Didn't you buy like 2 boxes of Commander or whatever?
I did.
I got 1 3 wishes out of my box.
Yeah,
it's like an uncommon.
I know. I only got 1.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, I stand corrected.
Mythic uncommon.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Oh shit! Where'd that go? Oh hell!
Nice organization system you got there, Benson.
It's probably similar to mine, where I just have tiles everywhere and I have to go sort through all my tiles.
The organization I have to do is everything sorted by color. That's it, and then it's piles.
I mean, I'm behind on mine. But I go set, and then alphabetized
Hold on, guys. I lost my headset.
and color.
I'm back. Okay. Let me take a look, see what I got in here in my bulk. It wasn't in my binder, so...
Shouldn't be both, that's for damn sure.
Well, it's an uncommon, so... And plus, there's a lot
Yeah,
of things.
so is Veil of Summer, but that card's $12.
Yes, and I have 3 of them, and I love it so. All right, what am I looking for here?
I've got like a couple playsets to that one.
Yeah, I don't think I opened enough Commander Legends. I only opened 1 box, I think.
Part of the problem with Commander Legends too is that it's such a huge set.
Yeah. I don't
Overall,
think-
very
I don't-
underpowered.
I don't believe I opened one. Because I think I would have played it. I think I would have noticed that and been like, holy shit, we should play that. I'm surprised it wasn't in any of the Commander Legends precons.
No, well, the Commander Legends precons didn't have green, if I remember correctly.
That's probably true.
Oh, they did. Yeah, because it was AC, but it didn't have 3 visits.
Right. Which 3 visits? I mean, that's a good card. Checking, looking.
Dragon's fun.
Yeah, that's just it. I wanted to do something a little bit more fun and harder to get my thing out, and I don't have like all the ramp I need to make it, busted. But I'm still catching flack for it, so.
Well, you have Cultivate, you have Farseek. Do you have a Dragon Sword?
Dragon Sword, no.
It's an artifact. It adds 1 mana of any color, and whenever your dragon enters the battlefield, it gets a gold counter on it.
I think
You can
I
move
do.
the counter and draw a card.
I think I do. I think it actually came in the precon that I pulled a lot from. So.
Yeah. Do you have
Yeah,
Kadama's Reach?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, the typical green ramp package.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do not have 3 visits. I didn't think I did.
Okay. It's one of those things, if you want to pick it up, it's a good
Well, that's just it.
generic green card. But
I might take a ride out to a local store and see.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, Growth Spiral. Run Growth Spiral.
I do have Growth Spiral in my instance, so.
you should run Growth Spiral over Uro.
No, I can run it with Uro.
Yeah,
You
always
can,
run
I get-
Uro. Uro is great.
No,
I love Uro.
he's not.
All right, so
I don't think Uro's that good in Commander. He's
It's-
great in
it's-
1v1. He's not that great in 1v4.
Well, the one thing is it's still recurable. Like, if you have nothing else to do, like, let's say someone just mass gets rid of all the hands, you can still
For
play
sure.
Uro from the graveyard. It still draws you a card. And
Yep.
if it doesn't go anywhere, it's going to draw you another card. It's just
You
one of
gotta
those
think about
cards-
how, like, he's gonna be playing 1 spell a turn, like especially this deck.
maybe.
If he gets enough ramp in there, he can get to start
Well, let's
double
let's
spelling.
let's hit
true.
the
That's
let's
true.
hit the instance. I've got all my sorceries right now, so let's pull my instance out. Where the fuck are my instance?
I think
Like,
any of
ladies,
your
ladies, you're
spells
both
that are
pretty.
removal based should
What he-
either be
what he
mass
needs to
removal
do-
or targeted non-damage removal.
That's what I'm
He
thinking.
needs to run cards that are going to reduce his spell costs. Stuff like Urza's Incubator and Fist of the Suns.
Yeah, Urza's Incubator, yep.
I think
don't-
Fist of the
don't
Suns
have
is worth
Urza's
running for
I
sure.
don't have Urza's Incubator. I know that. All right, so
Do you have the Jorda
Sacred Fire can go, I
Arcade,
can tell you that
whatever?
right now.
what's that?
Sacred Fire
You have
can
the-
go, I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I was
You're
saying-
going to want your removal to be the most bang for your buck as
That's
possible
what I
in this
thought
deck.
so too, but I was just
Anything that just deals
Yeah.
damage, you don't want to deal with that. You want it to say destroy or exile.
right.
Yep, you get the top tier premium removal in your
So-
Horse to Plowshares, Path
Premium-
to Exile,
I don't think Fatal
Wrath of
Push,
God.
Fail of Summer.
I wouldn't run
Lowly
Fatal
Tutor.
Push.
I wouldn't. I'm not.
What mana rocks do you have?
Well, we'll go through that in a minute.
We're doing instant, sir.
Cyclonic
instants
Rift is
right
an
now?
obvious. Growth Spiral.
I would cut
Yep.
the Fatal Push for an Infernal Grasp, honestly.
No,
or
Fatal
even
Push-
even a
Fatal Push isn't in there. These are all not.
Okay.
In. These are in. These are not. Heroic Intervention has saved my ass more than once.
nothing
Yeah,
wrong with it.
Heroic Intervention's fine.
Yeah.
Do
Dragon,
you have
That's fine.
Terminate? Terminate would be fun.
You're looking at a red card that does things? No.
Dragon's Fire.
Smart.
Dragon's
Nope.
Fire. No. Settle the Wreckage. I think is good. I definitely think
Tell
unexpected.
the record is okay.
Unexpected Windfall can help with ramp in a way.
So just keep in mind that Settle the Wreckage is 4. Are you going to be holding up 4 mana very often, or are you going to be tapping out to cast your dragons?
In that case, yeah, you're better off with the Wrath effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Terminate's okay. I like
Wrath.
as long as you got like everything else, like Beast Within.
There is an
all
argument.
the permanent based.
There is an argument for not keeping for keeping Settle the Wreckage, because if you want to go flash dragons, there's ways to do that.
Right. And I think I'm going to keep it just as a, maybe I don't play anything. And well, let's see how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's only 9 instants anyway. I'm kind of okay with it. I can swap it for something else, I guess. But at instant speed, I mean, I should probably be down to 4. I'm going to get rid of Settle. I'm going to get rid of, Worldly Tutor, Cyclonic Rift have to stay, obviously. Kindred Spirits.
I think Damn is a really good inclusion if you got it.
I don't have it.
Dang.
And I think that's going to be my instance. I think Worldly Tutor.
Teferi's Protection. I think you should run it.
I have
you
it.
Have one, don't you?
I have 3, but I didn't put it in this set, but I probably could.
I'd put it in there because that's the one thing you're going to need to do is protect your dragons a lot of the time. And yeah, it's 3 mana. How often you have 3 mana open? But when you do have it open and you have a crazy board state, you need to protect it.
True.
So my argument against that would be is if you're worried about protecting your dragons, why wouldn't you just run counter spells? Because they're just way more flexible than Teferi's Protection, and they usually cost less.
Too many cards.
Oh, yeah.
Too many cards they can't counter now, though. There's 1,000 that are.
I mean, none of the important ones, though.
True.
None of the ones that say kill target creature or wipe the board.
Damn it! Just dropped all my cards.
Well, I mean, there's Supreme Verdicts.
Yeah.
Yep, the one.
Let's see here.
And typically, if people are running Wrath effects, they're also running counter spells, so you'd end up in a counter war.
Yeah, I'm not.
But if they're running counter spells, it'll counter your Teferi's Protection.
I probably will throw Teferi's Protection in then. I think you're right.
It's a good card. It is a phenomenally powerful card.
I will. It'll be in. I just got to find it out on one of the other decks here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm throwing generic opinions out. There's by no means the correct options.
I agree with your opinions. I'm just, oh shit. Okay.
He only has to worry about counter spells when I'm playing anyway.
No, Aramis needs them every once in a while.
I have all the free counter magic.
All right.
You know, when I run in him with my 40 counter spell, a Baral deck.
I'd say Baral, probably. Yeah, I hate people. You suck.
21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 40.
Let me know if the wind gets too loud. I'm driving.
51. All right, so we're at 51. So now, artifacts.
What do you got?
Thought Vessel, Gruul Signet.
You need the Great Henge. That goes without saying.
I don't have it in here, but I should.
I don't.
There's Teferi's Protection.
I don't know. Like
it's card draw, and it's mana ramp, and it's cheap because you're playing dragons.
But by the time it's cheap, he's already accelerated enough to be playing his dragons.
Yeah, but it's just more card draw.
Yeah,
That's true. The card draw is probably what pushes it over the edge. The double green isn't going to be as useful though, but it does pay for colorless.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a lot of dragons are green, but a lot of dragons are 4 colorless, blue.
Okay, so taking a look at this. Well, obviously Mana Crypt. That's not without saying.
Yep.
I haven't decided if I'm going to run Planeswalkers or not, because I thought about running one of the Sarkans, but I kind of like the idea of Immortal Sun making things cheaper, getting me 2 cards, and making them more powerful.
Immortal Sun's one of those cards that I don't think belongs in almost any deck.
I love that card. I think it belongs in any deck that isn't running a Planeswalker. So
Immortal Sun is a 6-mana spell that does nothing the turn you cast it.
Yeah. Unless you got creatures, it does pump.
Unless you're playing somebody who has, maybe it doesn't do anything the turn I cast it, but the turn cycle I cast it could stop somebody from
It could.
It could stop somebody from like ultimating by turn 6. Somebody could ultimate run in 7.
That's true. That sounds like some best case scenario thinking, but that's true.
Magical Christmas land thinking.
All right, so obviously signets. I'm gonna bring in the arcane ghoul. Is it?
Oh yeah, those are great mana ramps.
Thought vessel. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a ton of card draw.
No, Thought Vessel's not. There's better 2 mana ramps than that.
Orb of Dragonkind is a 2-drop. Add 2 mana of any combination of colors. Spend it only to cast dragon spells. I think that's kind of needed. You spend 1 for 2 to tap it.
It's a signet, but only for dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, you're running like 30 dragons. Yeah, that seems okay.
Yeah.
If you want, I'd say run Maskwood Nexus to turn all your non-dragons into dragons.
There's only like 5 dragons, but there's only like 5 non-dragons in the deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
you could also have a lot of fun with Maskwood Nexus and what's that one? The
World Tree.
No. It's the stupid one that all creatures get +1/+1 for each other creature that shares a type with it.
Oh, Coat of Arms.
Coat of Arms, yeah.
I'm thinking.
So all creatures would get 256 plus 256.
So Vanquisher's Banner and Icon of Ancestry are both kind of good for tribal.
Wait a minute, that's not how Coat of Arms works, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, the Coat of Arms for each type it shares.
No, it's only 4 creatures that share a type with it. So like changelings don't get plus 256 with Coat of Arms.
So
it's only the number.
Okay.
Yeah, it's creatures with a type.
Oh, so it's
still,
wording that sucks.
Yes, Now it is an incredibly powerful card, and it's like that's one of those cards where it's like they play Coat of Arms and the game ends the next turn.
Let me see if I got that dragon sword in here. Sword of Hours. Heirloom Blade. Nope.
Heirloom Blade. What does that do?
Dragon Sword. That's what you're talking about. That's what I need.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's put that out there. You're not wrong about that.
I think Dragon's Horde and Command Sphere are probably some of the... Like, I wouldn't run many more 3-mana artifact ramps than that. I usually tend to shy away from them. There's so many at 2.
Yeah, the 2 is just superior.
Yeah.
But, with making the treasures is pretty dope, and then the fact that Command Sphere draws a card later I think makes it viable.
Especially if you have an easy way to recur artifacts.
Yeah.
Then it just becomes card draw.
I don't think I'll put Chromatic... I don't have Chromatic Lantern. Where the hell's my Chromatic Lantern? That should be in there.
Yeah, Lantern's a good ad if you have it.
I have it. I thought I had it put aside for this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, hold on.
I already know
I'll
what
tell you,
lands you can run.
Do you have a Dryad of the Elysian Grove? That could be worth a creature slot.
Yeah, I do.
Honestly, that's better than Uro. In my opinion. In my humble opinion, that's better than Uro.
No, I agree with you on that one.
I thought he was already running Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
No, I wasn't.
He might be, and I might not have heard it.
No, I wasn't. It's not in the...
Gotcha.
But it should be. You're probably right.
It's mana fixing and ramp all in one.
Oh, it's everything. That card is that's such a terribly designed card.
It is.
It's so crazy. Let's make it a 2/4 body. Let's put together 2 separate cards, make it cost the same, and then give it a 2/4 butt. Oof.
Hey, should I put Tainted Pact in Thassa's Oracle? No.
I mean, if you want to, that's one of those things, in my opinion, if you want to just include the random I win button in your deck, absolutely
I'm not
should.
gonna
If you want to play a more
And
casual, fun deck.
Part of this is I don't want... I feel like Erebus gets very sad when I do things. And so I'm like...
Because that would
just piss
there would
him
be
off.
nothing
He'd be-
funnier.
Yeah.
Then you just
get mad at
like,
me for my CEDH decks, and then you play that combo.
there's nothing funnier than for 7 turns, slowly building up to playing the Ur Dragon, play a dragon here, play a dragon there, and then be like, Dawson's Oracle, Tainted Pact, GG.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that.
I need to play. See, you're the guy that talked about with CEDH deck. I need to play with you, Steven.
Yep.
Tatiova is my. I've got her tuned down, but she's my borderline CEDH deck that I play with my buddies.
I play Thrasios Timna.
Yep, the classic number one CEDH pair.
Yeah, and it's never fun for anybody except him. He's the one who
I bet I'd have it.
Yeah, that deck very consistently wins on turn 2 or 3.
Which, is amazing.
Well, in fairness, the reason, not to be rude to Steven, the reason is that deck is prepared to win through everyone running Force of Will and Force of Negation, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And when nobody is, then it's pretty easy to pull it home on turn. I shouldn't say easy. It's easier to pull it home on turn 2 or 3, because it's never easy. Those decks have incredibly complicated lines to follow.
Oh yeah, no, this deck is such high IQ, it's ridiculous. See, when I'm playing against them with it, I don't need to worry because they're not running the stupid broken counter spells.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be like if I sat down with my legacy deck against even just a regular commander pod, and it's like we're playing on different levels.
Thanks for coming into my podcast, Steve, and saying how much we suck.
You do not suck.
It's budget. It's budget.
I know.
You play you guys play a certain level of Magic, and there's no wrong level of commander to play as long as everyone's playing the same.
Exactly. Right. And I agree with that statement. I just like messing with them every now and again and just smacking them silly.
That's why we shouldn't ban cards out of EDH.
I can't believe they.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Do they
I mean,
ban
I
cards?
agree with some cards, but not everything.
I didn't think EDH gets banned. Like, I know Commander does, but I thought they
just banned Golos.
Okay, so they banned it out of Commander, period. Okay, so EDH, because that's something I've always kind of wondered is like EDH and Commander different. They almost should be different.
They're the same thing.
I know, but they should be different formats. It feels like it should.
I get what you're saying, but what I mean is those are literally two words for the exact same thing. Elder Dragon Highlander is Commander.
I know. It's one of those like shoulds.
Oh, you want it to be?
Yeah. Like, there's a part of
I can get behind that.
Like, EDH is such a... You say EDH, and it's like, because I immediately...
It's too wide.
It's kind of like when somebody comes to me and goes, do you want to play Modern? It's like, you know what? Modern and EDH, to me, because of, like, where my budget is and stuff right now, might as well be the same damn thing. Like, I just... if you're going to compete in Modern, you better have some cash. If you're going to compete in EDH, you better have some cash. All right,
around $1,500.
I don't know where my chromatic lantern is. It's got to be in one of my decks here, but yeah, we'll
probably
find
an Omnath.
You know what? I'm gonna put chromatic orrery in as chromatic lantern for right now, but that's what's happening.
That's fine. You do what you want to do, man.
Well, yeah, and then I thought about Thran's Temporal Gateway just for turn 4 because how many legendary dragons do I have? Thousands.
Far be it from me to stop you from playing bad cards, Will.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because like I'm sitting here going, how many legendary dragons do I have? Godrock, Even Death, Gold. Yeah, actually not as many as I thought. I got rid of a lot of them. Yeah, fuck that shit then. No Thran Temporal Gateway. Yeah, I think I'm pretty. Like I said, I don't have a ton of card draw, so I don't know that Thought Vessel has to happen.
No, like I said, and for most of the game, you're going to be draw one, play one. Like I don't think you even need that much card draw. The Great Henge is it's good to replace every card, but like you don't need any like draw fives because you're never going to have less than 5 cards in your hand.
All right, so there's my artifacts. Let's go to.
If you're looking.
Oh yes, and you're right. Triad's going in, so Triad is happening.
What's that? If you're looking for a really cool fun of that is, in my opinion, worth the mana cost. What's that? It's 5 and a red. Whenever you cast a spell, you reveal that many and play a spell for free that costs the same or less. Sunbird, something like that.
Sunbirds
and yeah.
I don't have
like that's one of those that.
Yeah, but I don't have enough instants and sorceries to pull that.
It's every spell, sir.
I thought Sunbirds is instants and sorcery.
No, it's anything.
Oh.
No, it's only from your hand, so it won't trigger off Ur Dragon. But cast a 5-drop dragon, look at the top 5, play anything 5 or less.
And then if you really want to mess with everyone, play Possibility Storm with that.
What is Possibility Storm?
Your opponent's whenever anyone casts a spell, the spell is basically countered and put back into the deck, and you basically reveal cards off the top of your deck until you hit one of the same type, and that comes into play instead.
Okay.
Jesus.
So let's hit the enchantments now. I included the classes just because if they were cheap little, like I like the idea of leveling up druid class if I need it, but I have to have it in hand. I think the classes are just. I think I was on crack. So let's get rid of those. All right.
Yeah, those are, in my opinion, those are not something you'd want to put in this deck.
Yeah. So as far as enchantments go, I think Rhythm of the Wild auto, Smothering Tithe auto, Mirari's Wake auto. I kind of like with what you were saying too. I forgot to mention Wilderness Wreck is something I kind of like to run to kind of be like, ha, Ed Step. Thank you for playing.
Are you going to be running? Are you going to be running counter magic?
No, but I do run instants. I do run to if I'm running Teferi's Protection, I can phase out.
That's true.
If I'm running,
that's true.
running Smothering, it was Teferi's Protection and Settle the Wreckage. You were like, blah blah blah.
Yep.
With that.
So what that is that's a 4 mana enchantment that only does something if you have one of those like 4 cards in your hand.
Right.
Otherwise, it does basically nothing for your deck.
Except make it a target.
Except be a target. That's true, and it is a target. That is something to keep in mind that it gets killed before maybe your dragons do.
Well, because I also thought about putting Leyline. If I was going to do that, I was going to throw Anticipation in, and now Flash Dragons.
Don't fall for the Leyline of Anticipation gimmick. I did it for you. I fell for it for you. Don't.
No, do it. It's fun.
I tried so hard to make that card work. I have suffered for you, Will. Don't do it.
It's terrible, but it's fun.
Somebody once told me to not play it, and I said, I know it's a good card. I'm going to play it. And then 3 months later, finally took it out.
So then, looking here now, so obviously these 3 are in. Wilderness Wreck, we'll put that aside for now. I think Radiant Destiny, because I'm playing Tribal, it pumps them, but then do they need to be pumped? But they'll also have Vigilance. Yeah, once I get
jump back a second.
Yeah.
If you like Wilderness Wreck, what I would say as a better 4-mana enchantment is Dissipation Field.
I don't have it.
It's 2 blue. Anytime a creature hits you, it goes back to their opponent controller's hand.
Don't have it.
Gotcha. Never mind.
See, that could be a double-edged sword, though, depending on what you're playing against.
Yeah.
True, but it disincentivizes being beat down because what a table should do to a Dragons player is get them down to like 15 life before they can start playing the game and then hold them there.
True.
Agreed.
I'm not so sure. I'm not totally sold yet on Wilderness Wreck. We can think about that. Hold on. I thought I had Garrick's Uprising in here. Double check, see if it's in this deck.
Wait, why Garrick's Uprising and not Guardian Project?
Because I don't have Guardian Project?
Steve, you and me, we can slowly build Will and Aramis into CDH just without telling them. Just slowly be like, nah, put this in your deck. Nah, get one of these.
Go spend money you don't have. You'll be fine. What?
You don't need you don't need all the dual lands and whatnot. You can build plenty of like 7 and 8s without a bunch of.
Sure you don't. So I kind of like the idea of trampling, even though most of my things have evasion anyway with flyers. But
yeah, flying's going to be your evasion you need. Trample's good, but it's not necessary.
Garrick's Uprising also gives me card draw. I think I have to include that. I
would run blue draw spells.
Now, since I'm running Teferi's Protection, Out of Time is kind of interesting in that I could phase my stuff out first, then phase everybody else's shit, and my shit comes back before theirs does.
like if you're gonna run that Garrick's Uprising, I would just not run that and run Rishkar's Expertise instead.
Oh, that's a great idea. I should definitely do that. I love the way you think, Steve. I don't have that card.
Rishkar's Expertise, it's cheap.
I don't think I have
Return of the Wild Speaker.
Oh, I do have that somewhere. I need to go find it. But I like this better because of the trample too, and the card draw. Plus, I am running the, so I'm running also the Great Henge. But I don't know.
Will, we went through your dragons. I'm assuming I missed it. You don't have Utvara Hellkite, right?
What is it?
Utvara Hellkite.
I don't believe I do.
It's I believe it's a. Is it 6 or 7 mana? It's like 4 in red, or
yeah,
5
it's a
red.
6/6 for 8. Whenever it drags you control attacks, yeah, it's a $17 card. I could get it. I should get it.
Well, yeah, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's a good include. That's a great like substitution for Dragon. You know, that's a good like. Oh, I've got 3 dragons. I'll drop Utbara, attack, make 3 6/6s.
That might be something I pick up.
$17. I don't think it's for $17.
Yeah.
What about the Kamigawa dragons? Which ones do you have?
I don't have any. I don't have Kamigawa. I wasn't playing at Kamigawa. So maybe when Kamigawa comes back. Let's see here.
And it's like, because all of those are worth running because if they die, they all have detrimental effects to your opponents.
Exactly. Yeah, I just don't have any.
Apologies for jumping back. Let's get back to where we were.
Yeah. I'm thinking Fiery Emancipation 2 just to kind of end games.
Politely disagree.
Oh, really?
It's like 9 mana. Are you going to cast that or your commander?
It's 6 mana.
Oh, it's 6.
And it does triple damage.
It does. It also eats a Nature's Claim. Go for it. It's a good fun card, and it will win. It will win games. You are correct.
So, all right. So let's count where we're at. So I've got 6 and.
I thought it was 8.
No, that's just it. It's actually kind of worthwhile.
It's 6, yeah.
And it's not a red source. It's any source.
That's true.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll bet you I gotta get rid of some things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. Yep, I'm over. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm over by 12. Shit. All right, let's start cutting. Not going to touch.
How many lands are you running?
I'll end up running 40, usually. At least that's usually what I plan.
For something like this, yeah, I mean, you could probably jump down to like 37 or 36 because you're doing a lot of ramp.
Yeah, I would probably do 35.
Maybe
35 then. So
35 is a little low. I'd say 37.
All right, so I got to get rid of
because this is one of those. If you miss your land drops, you're in a rough spot.
So I got to get rid of 5. So
okay.
Let's see, 5 cards to get rid of automatically. Let's see.
First thing you look at is the most expensive spells and see if they're worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In my opinion, anything that costs more than like 6 or 7 should almost immediately win the game. So I mean, their Fire Emancipation does qualify for that.
Yeah, it does. Immortal Sun. Let's take a look over here.
6 mana, dies to Nature's Claim, doesn't do anything. Oh.
I think Genesis Ultimatum.
No, it's too fun.
It is fun, but
so I'll be the advocate for it.
I'll say nothing. That's fine. You guys can have it.
What do you think?
I wouldn't run Genesis Ultimatum.
I'm not.
The idea that it is a good like. I mean, like if you want to play the lottery, I'd rather just like play the 7-drop in my hand that I know is really good.
I think Genesis Ultimatum, the only deck it's really good in is Omnath, because when you hit lands, Omnath is getting the triggers.
Yeah.
It's still a fun card.
It is a very fun card. I will not argue with that. And that's another big thing, Will, is like, you know, I'm here, and Steve might be also, I'm here helping you build a good deck. A good deck and a fun deck are very different things.
Well, no, I want to build a playable to where it's not going to, you know, and again, this is also kind of like content for people like, because building commander decks is, it's a little, to a lot of people, it's a little, you know, a little scary. So
Matt and I thought about doing a Like I'm 5 on commander deck construction because it's very complicated.
I actually have an idea for you. I keep forgetting to bring this up. It's like it was an idea that me and Anthony were working on putting together for when we were going to stream, and then life happened.
Right.
But it's a little mini series that I wanted to do with Anthony. I don't know if you'd be able to stream this one. You might actually do videos for this one. But I got inspiration from the guys who are doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series.
Right.
Okay.
What if we did that with Magic?
What is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not.
But we would do the Magic Progression series.
So I'm unaware of what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series is.
All right, so what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series is this guy Simo, him and his other friend, basically they started from the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! They opened a box of cards, obviously digital ones. They didn't buy boxes of the original sets because it's too expensive. But and they would build decks from the cards they opened on basically those sites. And they would build decks from those cards. They put it into Dueling Book, and they would play off against each other every time. Next week they go to the next set and they add it to the collection. Next set, add it to the collection, and they go through.
Ooh,
now, what if we
cool.
did that with Commander? But because we'd have to go start with Legends, because we wouldn't be able to start with Alpha and Beta because there's no Legends. But what if we started with Commander, starting from Legends and everything before, and no ban list until actual ban lists hit for different periods of time?
So it would have to be like a cockatrice thing, but
right, it would have to be a cockatrice thing. But you'd be playing Commander with Power 9 for a while.
Oh my god, you would!
You'd have Commander with Power 9 for a short time.
Is the idea that it's the entire card pool, or do you have to open a fake box?
I think we would have to just go with the entire card pool for this. Or we this is an idea of basically whoever's going to do this would have to iron out. Whether or not you're going to go to one of the sites that has the generated boxes and you see what you get and add it to your card pool. And then you build your deck from that, or you just have access to everything, because unlike Dueling Book, we can't have the ability. We don't have a website linked to Cockatrice where we can have just the collection of cards we open. We just get the whole thing. So it's probably just easier to just say, "Hey, I got access to everything."
Yeah, the card pool is whatever was out.
Right. You don't have to think about, oh, what did I get all the way back in Alpha and Beta, and we're all the way in Cons of Tarkir. We don't have to worry about that.
That could be kind of fun. That would be pretty cool.
I think it would be a fun little series.
It could be. Yeah.
It could be. I was thinking when you said that, because me and Matt do mostly Modern and Legacy. It would also be fun to do a mini series like Legacy through the years, from the inception of Legacy, the best decks, all the way till now. Just to see where it's come, because for fun, I like to watch like 7 and 8 year old SCG tours on YouTube, and it's crazy how different the card game was back then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's see, land base.
Oh yeah, we're building a commander deck.
Yeah. Okay, so we know I'm gonna
all your fetch lands and all your shock lands, because I know you don't have dual lands.
Right.
Wow, shots fired.
Yep. So that's that. I've got those 10. I've got those 5 fetches, because that's all I have are 5 fetches.
I think
wait,
the
Giant will.
No, wait a second.
I only run the blue. I only have the blue duels.
So I've got six fetches. So World Tree, obviously. So that's an auto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. Yay!
If you're gonna run World Tree, there's almost a case to be made for running Pier's Whim. It's a 4 mana. Search out any land, put it into play. Solves that problem.
All right, so let's get the dual taps. And then we have Snarls and the newer duels. Field of Ruin, I think, should go in just because it's,
I think every Legacy deck should run it between 2 and 4 targeted land destruction cards of some kind.
All right, so thank you. As far as gold lands go, Urza Saga, Unclaimed Territory, Temple of the Dragon Queen, those are obvious. Prismatic Vision.
Urza Saga should not be in this deck.
I'm running both a Soul Ring and Mana Vault. So Urza's Saga will find those. Again, early game, late game, it's giving me a creature. It's getting me, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You want to run it? Go ahead.
I do. So, yeah, deal with it.
I run Urza's Saga in my Urza's deck.
Yeah. Of course
Well, flame.
And I'm thinking Lair of the Hydra and the Bugbear are no-goes. So, all right.
You don't need man lands. You've got creatures.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So 27. So I've got 30, and that leaves me room for 10 basics, which I could probably go 2, 2, 2, 2, or 3.
No. If you're gonna run the Thrasios combo, you got to run one basic and then one snow basic of each kind.
He's not running it.
But if he ever wants to put it in,
yeah, well then I'd switch it. Then I'd switch it out. One basic and one, yeah. But and I have the snowlands and all that. I can do it. I'm just not going to. Again, I know that it makes Aramis insane. And so when you're playing with your friends, and this is something to think about when you're building your decks, it's like
rule 0.
What's really great and wonderful and fun to play. If it makes your friends feel bad, maybe you don't do that one. I mean, so he knows it's in my sliver deck. So when he plays my sliver deck, he's expecting it. So now it's just what it is. But I'm not going to throw it in here just because. Again, I think it's an automatic feel bad. So yeah, I think I'm going to put in 10. I think I'm going to put in 3 red, 3 green, 3 blue. Oh, wait, no, that's 9. That's not good enough. So, well, wait, then I'll remove 1. 3 red, 3 green, 3 blue, and then 1 of each of white and black. So, Prismatic Vista goes looking for basics. Maybe I take that out.
I think Prismatic Vista is a good include.
Yeah.
If you've gotten to the point where Prismatic Vista actually means you have all the lanes you need.
Yeah, that's true. So, all right, where's my basics here? Hallelujah, God bless America. Okay, so, and I'll change them to match later.
So do you have something like Wasteland, Ghost Quarter, Tectonic Edge?
No. No.
Strip Mine?
No. I have Strip Mine. But it's
I'd put Strip Mine in there.
It's another deck.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I won't be able to find it in time. I mean, I could go Terran Bart decks, but...
Yeah, I don't like doing that either.
Yeah. Well, I do it because I just did it, but, it's like... Okay, so... And then 3 islands. I'll have to find the 3rd island somewhere else. I should be using the new... Where are my new lands?
Dude, the new lands are so pretty. I think I'm going to buy like 25 of each and just make those my de facto lands.
Yeah, they are really nice.
yeah,
Those are such good looking lands.
Yeah, I'll find those new lands, but yeah. And then 1 island and 1 swamp. Or 1 plain and 1 swamp. Alright, so there we go. Now I got basics. Alright, so that's my deck. So if you guys want to see how it plays this week, and I found my chromatic lantern, so I'll sleeve these up. Wednesday night, I'm playing Aramis and at least 2 other listeners for game 1. So
nice.
And you guys are both patrons, so if either of you want that slot, let me know.
I'll be back at work this week.
Right.
I would like to.
Okay.
It depends if I can get the podcast edited by Tuesday night because Wednesday's my editing night.
Okay. Well, let me know because patrons are right now. It's open to all patrons right now. So there's 100 cards. I just got to resleeve it. And it's open to all patrons right now. It'll be open to all listeners tomorrow. But thank you guys. That's it. Don't forget the 8:00 show is on tonight. The big podcast. And thank you guys for your help, man. This was really good. So
it was fun to be a part of it.
I feel prepared for, Wednesday night. So, I mean, I might make a few little tweaks here and there, but I'm very excited. I found my lands. Yay. Okay, cool. I can use these. All right, guys. You have a good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. We'll talk to you guys again. Take care. Bye-bye.